Alright, what is going on, guys? So today I'm bringing you hopefully two Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles that I had today, actually. And before I even get started with the battles, please leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it. And also, if you are watching this and you sent me a comment on my last video asking if you could battle me, and you said that you were available like last week and I never battled you, I greatly apologize. I forget your name right off the top of my head, and I will be available to battle anytime, today or tomorrow or the day after. If you see me online, invite me to a battle, I will gladly battle you. I feel terrible that I haven't battled you yet, but now that that is out of the way, as you can see, I brought my actual competitive team that I've been using a lot recently, that I really enjoy using. And I look at the opponent's team and I'm just like, oh, tits, it's Ubers, I'm scared. And then I remember that Ubers is Smogon, and Smogon rules kind of blow sometimes because they're not really put in the appropriate English is my fourth language, ladies and gentlemen. They're not put in the appropriate tier that they should be. Like Raikou, for example. I think Raikou should be OU. Anyway. I sent in with my Raikou first, and of course he's going to like send in his Rayquaza, and I thought like a Dragon Claw was going to come my way, so I Volt Switch out of there, and I send in my Azumarill first thing off the bat because I have Ice Punch on mine, which not many people expect, which I think is awesome. But he goes for an Ancient Power instead. And I'm like, I'm assuming that you just got this from Pokebank. I didn't really know what to assume, but hey, tis whatever. So he sends in his Arceus, which I think this is Arceus Fairy. I really think it is, because I haven't seen this form of Arceus yet, and it's pink and Fairy's pink, and yeah, so I think it's Arceus Fairy. So I get the freeze hacks, which won me the game. Right then and there, I was like, GG hater, GG. So I go for a Play Rough, and that did crazy amounts of damage. Like, I cannot believe that it did that much to an Arceus. Go for an Aqua Jet, finish off the Arceus, and I believe next he goes into his Lugia. Yeah. So, Lugia comes in, and I'm like, this thing can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Could you go get me the water, please, babe? Thank you. And, he used Fly, which, right, I was like, okay, maybe you're not the most competitive battler with Ubers. Who really knows? Who really cares? It was still fun. Goes for a Fly, and I eat off my Citrus Berry, and I get back to like 120, 124-ish. So I go for the Play Rough right here, and that did over half, which I was kind of surprised by because it's a Lugia. And I go for an Aqua Jet. Now, Aqua Jet did more than what I expected it to, and I expected him to go for Fly again, and he didn't, and that kind of screwed me over. So I go for a second Aqua Jet, and it didn't kill. He lived with like 1 HP. I was like, you little bastard. So I have to switch out because I don't want any Pokemon to die. If I can pull this off, I want to do a 6-0 victory. It's really what I want. So I switch back into Raikou, knowing that he can take a Fly very easily. And it does about 24 damage. Oh, maybe like, yeah, 20, 26, yeah, 27. 27, ladies and gentlemen, I can do math. I go for the Extreme Speed, and that knocks out his Lugia, and next he's going to send in his Groudon. Now, I know an Earthquake is coming my way. Like, what else could possibly be happening right now, except for an Earthquake? Like, I couldn't think of anything. So, I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to go directly into my Breloom. And my Breloom is easily one of my favorite Pokemon. I love Breloom so freaking much. Goes for an Earthquake, and it does not do anything. Oh my Jesus, it did absolutely nothing. So I go for the Spore, and he's fallen asleep, and now he's going to be fast asleep this turn. And next turn I planned on going for a Bullet Seed so I could hopefully knock it out with the Technician, but he forfeits. So that was kind of the end of that battle very quickly. And since that was kind of a really short battle, I'm actually going to also do this battle right here that I had against my friend Mitch. Now, I'm bringing the exact same team, and the first thing I see is the Dragonite. I'm like, I lose, Dragonite, OP, GG, hater. So, oh, pardon me. So, ew, that tastes weird. So, So I send in my Raikou first, like I always do, so I can Volt Switch out, do all the fun stuff, as he leads in with his Rotom. And I'm like, okay, Volt Switch shouldn't do a whole lot, because Rotoms are normally like max defense, max special defense, max HP, something like that, but that did so much. Holy tits. Why did that do so much? And I go into my Breloom. Now, Breloom, I was like, you could live a Volt Switch and go for a Force Palm or a Bullet Seed, depending on what you wanted, or you could even, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit your elbow, or your hand. And, or you could even go for a Spore. Like, Breloom is basically the most versatile Pokemon on my team. I love it so much. But since I see the Infernape is in, I'm not really going to, like, risk my Breloom dying. It's just really, really bad. I don't want to take that chance. So, did you just lick my elbow? You just licked my elbow. Oh my god.
You're not supposed to know how to feel it.
So, oh my god. So the Infernape went for a U-turn, and I'm like, okay, so that's okay. Didn't take me down to a whole lot. And here comes in the Starmie. I'm like, Thunderbolt's coming my way. So I gotta switch out of that. Not gonna let my Azumarill die this early in the game. So I go into my Raikou, and I'm like, you can take a Thunderbolt, bruh. You got this, bruh. I swear, if I was an actual Pokemon trainer, I would take a Raikou with me everywhere I go, just because it's so good. So the Thunderbolt didn't do, like, anything at all. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go for a Volt Switch, just to be safe. So he sends back in his Shocking, and I feel like we're back at, like, the beginning of the battle, which really, really pisses me off whenever this shit happens. But it's whatever, I don't even care. So I have my Raikou switch out, and I believe I go into my Breloom again. And here I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I really had no clue what to do. So the person sends out his Cough-O-Gregus. The person, Mitch, sends out his Cough-O-Gregus on my Mach Punch, and it doesn't affect him. So I'm like, perfect, I can get a Spore off, and this thing is basically dead, because Cough-O-Gregus normally run like max HP, max special defense, normally. So I wasn't really too concerned about like the rest of what was going to happen. So I switch out again. This is a lot of switching in and out, which is a sign of a very good Pokemon battle, because that means that like not many things can be changed. You just have to like play along with whatever. What is that on top of Raikou's head? Am I just now noticing those swirls on top of his head, like in front of his... Oh my god, that is so ugly. Ew. So he sends in his Monkey, and I'm going to go for a Volt Switch again, because I don't really want to risk anything happening. And I believe I go into my Azumarill. Yeah. And I'm doing this because I'm expecting a Fire Punch. But he goes for a Close Combat instead. I'm guessing that he's not Iron Fist, because if he was, I would have gone for Fire Punch instead, because then my defenses wouldn't be lowered. But right here, he's obviously going to have to switch out, because I don't want to... If I were him, I wouldn't want a choice... Or not a choice. Anything that has huge power in Aqua Jet coming my way. Like, I just wouldn't do it. So he switches out into his Cough-O-Gregus, I think? Yeah. And I'm like, Aqua Jet, it'll do a little bit of damage, and I'll get the Mummy, so I need to kind of switch out, because now Azumarill is basically crippled. He can't do anything at all without his huge power ability. It's useless now. So I have to switch out my Azumarill, and I go into my Raikou, because I know for a fact a special attacking move will do absolutely nothing to this guy. Or will do absolutely nothing. Will OHKO this guy, but a physical attacking move will do absolutely nothing to this guy. So I have to go into this, because I only have 2 special attackers. And that's my Gardevoir, and I don't think he would appreciate a Will-O-Wisp and a Hex as well as Raikou would. So I go for the Thunderbolt, and that did a clean, like, 80%. Maybe a little bit less. So it was still decent, in my opinion. I enjoyed, like, getting that much damage off. And he has to stay in, because nothing else wants to take a Thunderbolt from a Raikou. It's how it is. So the Thunderbolt takes out the Cough-O-Gregus, and he sends in his Monkey. Now, I know for a fact I can outspeed because I'm Choice Scarfed. Like, not many things can outspeed a Choice Scarfed Raikou. I think a Genesect can. Like, a Choice Scarfed Genesect can. Aside from that, I don't think much can. And here he goes into his Conkeldurr. Now, here I didn't really know what to do, because they normally run, like, Assault Vest and all that fun kind of stuff, so I kind of wanted to switch out just to be safe, and I go into my Azumarill. Because I know, like, an Ice Punch, maybe a knockoff, something of that nature. But he goes for a Drain Punch instead, expecting me to attack and him get some HP back. But I didn't. So it kind of worked out well for my favor. Now here, why he had the Toxic Orb, I do not know. I would rather have the Flame Orb. And yeah, I go for the Play Rough, and it OHKO'd a Conkeldurr, which was really nice. So he sends in his Korra. Maybe, whatever. I don't even care. Double R, you kind of roll those, I think, if in your Spanish and Spain and whatnot. So don't look at me like that. So I send him my Raikou again because I know a Thunderbolt's coming, but he goes for Psyshock instead, and it like I didn't expect it, but I'm still faster, so it's not like it really matters hardly at all. So he switches out again, and here he goes into his Dragonite, I think. Yes, Dragonite. And I'm like, Thunderbolt or Volt Switch will do a good bit, but you still have the scale. What? That did so much damage, even though, like, I don't understand, because multi-scale should have, like, prevented that from doing that much damage. I didn't really understand. So I send in the almighty and powerful Chinchino to finish up the battle and to clean house and to, you know, do all the fun stuff that Chinchino likes to do in battles. Because Chinchino is a motherfucking monster. I love Chinchino so freaking much. So, of course I have the Life Orb on it, and right now he goes into his, Rotom, that's its name. Holy tits, I hate nicknaming Pokemon because I can never remember it even though I have to in my Nuzlocke. And I Tail Slap it, knock it out right quick, and now all he has left is his Starmie. I'm telling you, I hate nicknames because I can never remember what the actual Pokemon is. And I'm like, okay, I'm faster because Chinchino's crazy fast, and I go for a Bullet Seed, and that's just gonna knock you out no matter what. The crit didn't even matter because that was only the second one. I still had 3 more. And that is the end of that battle, and that was a 6-0 victory, so very good game, Mitch. I enjoyed it a lot, even though things didn't really go well for you. If you are seeing this video, I really hope you enjoyed the battle as much as I did. Make sure you guys leave a like down below. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you do everything. Hit me up on Skype or Twitter or whatever because I enjoy battles. And, bro, if you are listening to this that asked me to battle you, comment, please, because I need to know your in-game names so I can battle you because a lot of times I get random invites and I just don't accept them. So, please, pretty please let me know your in-game name and all that fun stuff. Make sure you guys go check out my Pokemon Nuzlocke because I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and it's really something that I'm considering doing more often once I finish this Nuzlocke. Leave a like, comment, all the fun stuff, and I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you guys hopefully later on today. Bye.